Hey, let's grab our yarn, get ready to make the basic granny square.
Okay.
So I'm using a 4mm crochet hook for this, also a darning needle and some scissors. Here I'm making a slip knot, and then I'm going to chain 4. And I'll show you here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to slip stitch into the very first chain, pull through and pull through our chain we're working on, making a loop. We're going to chain up of 1. And then instead of, some people do chain up of 2, but I'm just doing chain up of 1. Go through the loop and make a double crochet. And I'm using this, my foundation chain, as my first double crochet. So then I'm going to make 2 more double crochets within that loop. And this is pretty much basics of how to make a granny square. You're going to do 3 double crochets and then a space of 1 and 3 more double crochets. So in this first round, we're going to be making 4 clusters of those. So I've done 1 here. I'm going to do 3 more. Here I did also a space of 1 in between. So here's my 3 double crochet. I'll just show you here. This is the second one. Yikes. Second one. There's 2. 1 more. Double crochet. And we do a chain 1 space. So I've done the 3, there's my 3, there's my chain 1 space, and we're going to repeat this. So 1 single crochet and 3 double crochet, making our cluster. Now the 1 single crochet on this round is counting as our corner, so don't forget that. You want to see 4 of those for the 4 corners. So I just continue here. Please like and subscribe if you are interested in crochet or crafting or any of my videos. If you're liking what I'm doing with my shorts, give me any kind of feedback. I'm really interested in feedback. Also, if I can make anything better for you guys, that will help me considerably, seeing as I'm new to doing this. So here's my last double crochet. I'm finding the end. I will do my 1 single crochet for my space like this, and then I will find the top of my chain 2 space, slip stitch. So we're going to slip underneath both of those chains, pull through, and then pull through my working side in order to bind off that round. So we'll snip it here, we'll pull up that loop, pull through, make a little knot like this and tighten it. And you've done your first round. So here I'm going to find any chain 1 space. I'm going to connect my next color. So I'm using red here. And then we're just going to loop over, kind of hold on to that tail. So here's a loop, just kind of like a little knot. And then we're going to do, for this round, a chain up of 2. The first round I did a chain up of 1. That's because the circle was so tiny. This one I like to do a chain up of 2. So that's pretty normal for, you can do either a chain up of 3 for a double crochet or 2. It just depends which way you like doing it. So there's my little cluster of 3 double crochets. And here for my corner on this one, remember how we did only a chain of 1 on the last round? Here I'm going to do a chain of 2. It kind of just pronunciates your corner a little bit more. It makes it nice and kind of, when you go to block those, it makes them really nice and crisp at the corners. So here I'll show you that I've made the first corner. Some lint in my balls of yarn here. It's not uncommon either. So there's my first corner. See how it's very nice and pronounced, that chain of 2. And then we'll continue. With this one, I'm doing a chain of 1 in between my corners. So again, some people will do a chain of 2 in between the corners and then do their 3 double crochet. It just makes your holes a little bit bigger, and if you don't like that look, then the less chains you do, the tighter the rounds will be, kind of same. So here's my other corner I'm making. So I'm rambling on here. 1 more double crochet, and then I think I need 2 more double crochets in this one, and then I can show you better that we've done 2 corners. Here's my first corner, there's a second, and we need 2 more of those. I'll meet you back around at the end of the row. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please comment, leave a message, let me know how things are going. So here I'm just going to show you, we're at the end. I am going to do my chain 1 space, and then we were going to find either the third or the second chain from the top, and we're going to pull through both loops. And there you have it. You've made your second round. See how with only one single crochet in between, it makes the holes slightly smaller. So I like the way that looks personally for myself. So I'm showing you how I do it. So here we're pulling off that other round. We're bringing in our new color. And again, we're going under and over, looping that thread, and then doing a single crochet, pulling it a little bit tight so we can make sure it doesn't get secured. And we're going to start again with our double crochets. So 3 double crochets, making our corner. We're using 2 chains after that to make it a nice crisp corner space. I know I'm going to run out of yarn for this ball, and I'm going to have to start over again. So here's my chain 2 space for the corner, and then we're starting on our other 3 double crochet. Tell me if there's any other techniques also that you've done that you're interested in showing me, because I know I'm kind of seasoned at crocheting, but I don't do it full time, so there's a lot of techniques I can also learn. So here, because we've increased our round, we've also increased in another cluster. So in that chain 1 space, we are going to make another 3 double crochets, and every round you make will increase these spaces. So the next round you're going to see I'm going to have 2 in between the corners, etc., etc. And the bigger you make your granny square, the more little clusters you will have in between your corners. So there's my little 3 double crochet. That's our first little middle section of our corners. Here, see, I knew I was running out of thread. I'll just speed this up for purposes of the video. I am just repeating the pattern, 3 double crochet, corner sides. There we have it, and we're going to repeat that. And here we're at the end. I did my single crochet. I'll just show you again. So single crochet, and then find your chain 3 space or chain 2 space, and slip stitch through that, pull through the yarn over, pull through both loops, and then we're going to tie it off by making a knot and cutting off the thread. That's our third color, very pretty. Here, I'll cut off the yarn, and we'll go on to our yellow, which is our 4th color. Usually granny squares are around 4 color changes. But yeah, again, you can use some new yarn that they've got out there right now where you don't even have to cut off your yarn, and it actually transitions the tones into each round. So those are really interesting. Or you can use an ombre effect yarn, which will transition nicely into a nice array of colors depending on what you're interested in making. Here we're starting at our corner. So I made you my 3 double crochet, chain 2, and another 3 double crochet. Again, this is a very repetitive pattern, but if you like doing these kinds of repetitive motions, kind of makes you feel like more calm, clears your anxiety. That's the reason I really like doing it. It kind of gives me a mental break from other things that are going on in my life, where my job is very stressful. So when I do this and the repetitiveness of it, it kind of just calms me down. And I think a lot of other people also use this for that technique as well. So here again, I'm going to just show you I have increased. So I have actually 2 spaces in between my corners. So those will be my 3 clusters, 3 double crochet clusters. And again, we're almost at the end here. I've made my chain 1 space. I'm going to find my end of my first chain I did, slip through, pull through both, bind off, and then I'm weaving my ends in here. Take your darning needle and just go back and forth and weave that in. Here you can see these longer stitches are the front, and these shorter little rounded stitches are the back. Thanks so much for following along. Hope you enjoyed the video.